My brother is dangerously close to a possible tragedy. I guess my sister-in-law likes whimsy. Is Clementine like the oranges? A tragedy. Should he push for Aurora? Yeah, I think Aurora is better. Instead of, I was in the garden eating some fruit and I thought, wow, Clementine. What a beautiful name for a baby girl. No. Dude, Blank told me she really wants to name the baby Clementine. K-L-E-M-E-N-T-Y-N-E. Yes, she wants it spelled specifically like that. What do you think? Should I push for something else or just let it happen? I mean, it's not that bad. You are being way too forgiving, sir. Clementine is a pretty normal name. I kind of like it, actually. It's just the K that's throwing me off. She said that ChatGPT. You're naming your children with ChatGPT? You're out of your mind. You're grokking your baby's name? Oh, what a beautiful baby girl. And then, popular creative baby names for a girl. Make them nice and snap. What? You're prompting your child's. You cannot have children. She said that ChatGPT told her the Y gives it a more whimsical feel, and she likes whimsy, I guess. I'm not too bothered by the Y though. It's just she's gonna be saying Clementine with a K her entire life, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I've always liked the name Aurora for a girl. Maybe I should try to go convince her to do that. I don't know. What do you think, bro? Aurora too weird? What? Too weirder than Clementine with a K and a Y? What about Clementine? Nah, dog, you gotta go with Aurora. There's whimsy for you. But seriously though, I think Aurora is probably better than Clementine. Aurora is a really cool sounding name if you ask me. I like it. You're a good brother. You are such a good brother. Oh my God. Naming my son Andy, but it's spelled and Y. Don't use a goddamn ampersand in your son's name. I don't even know if that's against the rules. Can you do that? I don't think you can unless you literally name them the word ampersand. So you're gonna name him Ampersandy? Is that what you're gonna do? Gonna ruin your kid's social life just because you wanted to be cute and quirky. We named our daughter after the Northern Lights. Aurora Borealis. Oh God. Love it. I don't. Is there someone else you should be asking? Like people with common sense before you name your kids horrible things? Aurora would have been fine. You know, oh, we named our kid after the Northern Lights. We named her Aurora. That's beautiful. Borealis? You're treading a fine line. At that point, you could just spell the name. Just say Borealis, like in their middle name. Like, I don't know. Aurora would have been fine, I think. But now when you say their name, like if they're in trouble, you're gonna go Aurora Borealis. Wow, incredible. I think that's the test. You have to say the name as if they were in trouble, and if it sounds way too silly, you can't use it. Saw this group bowling next to me. Oh my God. Marie. Jewel is fine. Cadence. Bransden. Titan. Who the fuck are naming these children? I want to mention too, they have the exclamation point like this is them saying their name like a Power Rangers team up. Marie, Jewel, Cadence, Bransden, Titan. Come on. This is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if it's like, but you can tell the kind of parent that gave these kids these names. Bransden is ridiculous. That one to me is, it feels wrong. Should I say like Branston? That would be a last name. You gave them a last name that's a first name. Like, I don't know. Titan sounds like something I use to clean my clothes. Cadence is your tone. Like, this is ridiculous. I hope they have exclamation points as part of their name. That would really complete the whole package. If that was on their birth certificate, Titan. Wow. My son's birthday is August 5th. His name is Brick. Yo, my dog's name is Brick. Please wish him a happy birthday. You named a human child Brick? Yes, I did. What's wrong with that? His father is a third-generation bricklayer, and there are way too many kids named Mason in the world. What's this kid's last name? His first name's Brick, so you better hope his last name is not too obscene for him. That, I don't know. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. Please wish my kid Brick. God, I hope he's intelligent. I hope he's intelligent and not just as dumb as a brick. Like, that would be heartbreaking. And I don't know, man. I definitely think Brick counts as a tragedy. And in her train of thought, like, she wanted her original name to be like, she's everyone's name Mason. Yeah, of course. Let's name after the shit that Masons use. Okay. Yeah, that's so creative. Fucking name Stone, Cobble. Why not at that point? What's his last name? House. He's mighty mighty. Straight people will be like, there's so many letters in LGBTQ, I can't keep track. And they name their kid, wow, Brightonly? Is that the name? I agree with you. The Lee pandemic of naming their kids like Ashley, Haley, like that needs to stop. I can think of maybe a couple things that are worse that white people have done than but like this is definitely up there. The whole like, oh, Brentley, Riley, like, oh, come on, man, come on. I can't imagine cursing your child with a name like this, because not only are you like, you know, cursing them to be bullied forever, they're gonna have trouble making the, you know, writing their first name when they're a kid. They're gonna nickname for life. You know what I mean? Is this supposed to be Brittany Lee? Is this name Brittany Lee? Oh. That's incredible. Buck or doe, cut to no. Oh, well, you know, these people are about to name their kid McKaylee or Braxton. And again, so I said, it's always the same kind of people. It's always that, yay! I hate it. Because it's always like, yeah, man, way to let us know that, you know, most of your income goes to, you know, overmaxing your Jeep Wrangler. Yeah, worst car, by the way. Thank you. It's just, why don't you just name your kid Gun in the Forest? Because that's really what you want to do. You want to name your kid some shit like Ashtray. Name your kid Newport Menthol, because that's really what you want to do. I understand. I get it. I'm an adult with a cute/unique name and I hate it. Give your kids normal names. I'm using a throwaway because I'm in a bad mood and I don't want people on my main to know how dumb my legal name is. I'm a 23-year-old woman and my mother and father actually named me Bunny. And my 3 siblings have damn, they gave you a stripper name. That's horrible. Damn. It's like naming it, what's your name? My name's Desire. No, that's horrible. When's your parent? Well, they were drinking Four Locos. Yeah, that sounds about right of how that started. My 3 siblings have equally cutesy dumb names. My name is Bunny, and I had to grow up hearing comments my entire life. But yeah, people throwing carrots at you. God, there's so many ways to bully you. Oh my God. Whenever I complained, I got my mom guilt tripping my siblings and I by saying, I thought I raised you but don't care what people think. And she acted like she was being stabbed when my older brother had his name legally changed to William. He happily became a Bill because he was sick of his name. My sister was bullied bad in middle and high school because the kids decided she had a stripper name. Again, like I'm telling you, that's what happened and it sucks. I'm not saying that these are stripper names. I'm saying that's what they're gonna think. Like I'm just telling you, I'm the messenger. Unfortunately, my mother has continued her stupid naming streak with her new husband, and I have a tween half sister who hates her name and fights with our mom over it, and a toddler half brother who doesn't know that he shares a name with a snack cake. That's insane. Sorry, were you eating a box of Little Debbie's and went, oh, I'll name you Little Zebra. Oh, that's what? Oh, wow. Did you name your kid Ho-Hos? What did you name your child? What snack cake? If you name that little Twinkie, it's over. It's done. I don't know what to tell you. Name your kid something you can live with. All the Bambis, Bunnies, Rainies, Cloudy Days, and Icies wish they could be called Greg or Liz. As soon as I save up enough money and get the documents, I'm legally changing mine to the name I've been going by for the past year. And I've been saying this. The first time I got to cover one of these subreddits, I said out loud, I was like, you are condemning your child to a lifetime of bullying by giving them these stupid ass names. And they hate it. Like, it's not just me saying shit for the joy of saying shit. They feel it. They're getting bullied. Oh, hey, Bunny, want a carrot? Like, that's their life. That's horrible. Future parents, please be mindful when choosing your child's name. Working in education, I meet so many kids who feel embarrassed by their names and don't even feel comfortable saying them out loud. It's honestly sad to see. I knew a girl whose name was pronounced Cash Monet, and I always assumed she was French. She was so cool, super sweet, head of ASB in journalism, had a scholarship to a good college. My jaw dropped when I saw her name in the yearbook was Cash Money. Wow. Naming your child Cash Money. You named your child as like a fucking ad lib. You kidding me? Giving your kid chase the money, chase the money. Oh, dude, that's great. It's gonna be let's give the kid a producer producer tag as a first name. Oh, dude, what's your name? Oh, Young Metro? What? Spell it out. That shit's Young Metro. The hell is your name, son? It's horrible, man. Wow. Wow. Yay. It's Coraline Whoa. How do I even begin? This is like a challenge. I'm being tested. How do I even begin this one? This one feels like a word puzzle. Like I have to complete the letters. I have to solve for X. Is it, oh my God, hold on. You know, I tried to source the internet to figure out how to pronounce this name. No one knows. And I've summoned a very confused and upset demon trying to pronounce this thing. So we're just doing what is this, Corianne? The double Y in the last name is really f***ing me up. But this is the thing, like, I don't know how else to express this, but you are condemning your kid to, like, imagine you're learning like phonics in school and the teacher's teaching how to pronounce things and the kid's like, what about Corianne's name over there? And they're like, oh, shit. And now, you know, it's ruined. English is her second language, so she spelled her son's name Daniel the way it sounded to her. Yes, this wasn't an accident. It's actually spelled denial. They live in the US now and the child's around 3 years old. I'm very worried about his childhood with his spelling. Daniel. Oh, because she's saying it Daniel. Thankfully, this one, really easy to fix. Just swap a couple letters around. This one, so easy to fix. What the First of all, this guy's name is Deigh, which is already horrible. Try to name his son, born 1991, BRFXXCCXXMNPCCCLLMNPRXVCLMNCKSSQLBB11116. Pronounced Albin. Where is that? Where is the sorry? I believe that's actually Shadow Bonnie's full legal name. Albin is nowhere to be found. Maybe William Albin, but that's not the same guy. He was denied at both the tax authority and when the case was brought to court. He and his partner, Elizabeth Holland, decided not to register any official name for their son as an act of protest against the naming law, and did not do so until they were sentenced by the County Administrative Court in Holland County to pay a fine of, what is SEC to USD? I gotta know. $526 US after failing to register a name on the boy's 5th birthday. He went 5 years without an official name. However, the long name was not approved by authorities. They later wanted to spell the name A, but kept the pronunciation, which was also denied by authorities. Finally, they settled on naming the boy Albin, as pronounced, which thank God. Thank God, Albin, your parents could not ruin your life. They really tried. They really tried. This is about the naming law in Sweden, by the way. In Sweden, there's a law that requires the approval of a government agency for names to be given to Swedish children. The parent has to submit the proposed name within 3 months of birth. And the current law that's in there was enacted in 2017, but it's replacing a law that was enacted in 1982, okay? So the 1982 law states in part that first names shall not be approved if they can cause offense or can be supposed to cause discomfort for the one using it, or names which for some reason are not suitable as a first name. And that applies both when parents name their children and when an adult wants to change their own name. Okay, which I think is great. And the Albin protest is ridiculous because they're what are you protesting, man? Oh, I want to name my kid whatever I want and possibly give them bullying for their whole childhood. So I want to name them the Konami Code. Like, what's wrong with you? I don't understand. Is this supposed to be Ariel? Oh my God. Ariel Joy. Well, at least one of those can be pronounced. But your kid is gonna be called Ach for the rest of their days. You gave bullies an N. Ariel? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I just am I closed-minded? Am I being judged? I don't feel like I am. You're naming your kid some bullshit and you're like, don't hate on the mother. I wanted to give my kid a beautiful name, one that I thought was apropos for how beautiful they are. No, absolutely not. It's all the educated people who are the problem. My daughter's name is Serenity, spelled Cyriniti, but pronounced like Serenity. but by with a, what do you mean? Psy sounds like psychic? Yes. Only educated people mess up her name. Let me elaborate. A doctor called her Cynthia once. Like, did you even try? Her principal approached us and flat out asked, I'm sorry, but how do you say your daughter's name? I've yet to meet a teacher that could pronounce it correctly. We have to spell it for everybody. Yeah, because you named your kid something stupid. That's not their problem. Oh God, all these educated people, so-called educated. You can't even spell serenity? Oh, you mean like S? No, C. You can see yourself out. Get the fuck out of my office. What do you mean C? I can't believe they're not learning this 8-letter 4-syllable name. The audacity of the name I made up. God, can't believe entitled people. That's incredible. Tragedy name generator. First letter of your name and the last letter of your name. Here we go. We got Drenly. There we go. There's everyone do this at home. Pause the video and find your tragedy name. I'm Drenly. Nice to meet you. I want to die with that name. That's horrible. How my mom felt after naming me Emily instead of Emily. Yeah, I'm forever grateful my parents didn't name me Haley. You know who's not grateful? She's in your replies. My cousin named her daughter the worst name ever. So my 20-year-old cousin had a baby girl last month. She named her something so horrific I can't even call the baby it. She combined 2 names, her grandparents Harvey and Charlotte. She merged those names and came up with Harlot. She didn't tell anyone the name idea until after she was named and the papers were signed. My mom burst out, "You named the baby whore?" And my cousin started screaming. We are a loud family, but holy hell. This poor child. Harlot. She came out very pink and has a puggy nose, so I'm calling her Piglet for now, which is nicer, by the way, than Harlot. I remember we saw this post before on the subreddit when I covered it, but calling your child Harlot is fucking insane. Charlotte or Charlie had so much more sauce. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this is fucking ridiculous. Like, oh man. If she has another baby, I take it away. Put it up for adoption because you are not good at naming children. Ribeye Jean is here. What? What is that? Autocorrect. Ruby Jean, your new niece, or our new niece. That's so funny, but yay. You named your kid Ribeye. Yeah, I was eating one when she was born, so I just thought, we're just gonna call her Ruby. It's Kevin. I work in a bakery. Someone called to order a birthday cake. Wanted happy birthday Kevin written on it. As with all orders, I ask for the spelling of the name. Conversation below. Me. Okay, and if you could spell Kevin for me? Customer. It's Kevin. Like Kevin. Are there multiple ways to spell it? Me. Oh, this is just protocol to ensure the name on the cake is correct. Customer. Well, how many ways could you spell it? It's Kevin. Please just spell the name for me. Keyvynn. In what world is that Kevin? This is why I make everyone spell the name. If I didn't confirm, you would have gotten a cake with Kevin, Kevin, and not Kevin, which is what that says. My friend who recently found out she's pregnant made this list of possible names for her children. Girl, Felatina, Chamberlain, Baccarina, Zelina, Nurania, these are like Pokemon of evolutions. Cetacea, Relenta, Herbaceae, Sabatica, Himasio for boy, Claudius, Loringun, Sassio, like a Mario brother, Melrino, the Philandermandus, Ernston, Tubertius, Verano, Apollochio, Polonium. Isn't polonium just a element? Is that not just a element in the periodic table? Polonium is a radioactive metallic. You want to name your kid after polonium? And Relenta is a email-based CRM. That's their customer interaction stuff. You want to name your kids after an email marketing company or a radioactive you should not be allowed to have children. That's the theme here. My poor manners may have prevented a tragedy. My friend told me she was pregnant with her first child, which was super exciting. This was a face-to-face interaction. So I ask, any thoughts about the name? She responds, well, if it's a girl, I'll name her Mazakeen, like magazine backwards. Wow. Apparently the name is from a demon that is on the show Lucifer. Wow, you want to name your child after a fucking demon? That's awesome. I truly thought she was me with the name Damien. I truly thought she was joking, so I laughed and said something along the lines of, huh, no way, what? She then proceeded to explain the name origin to where I continued to think she was joking and said, you're gonna name your child after a demon. Sure. Thankfully, the baby wasn't named that after all, and I feel somewhat responsible for the decision. Another win for any other human names on planet Earth. P.S. She's saving the name for her next pet bird, and no, I'm not joking. I think that's a better place for it, frankly, for the pet bird. Forever and always. Excuse me? That says enchilada. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't know what, again, what do you need? What nickname do you use here? Because this is absurd to me. So we got the name. This is pronounced what? GB Religilda. GB Religilda. What the fuck? What do you mean? What's your name? Oh, GB Religilda? What? Excuse me? Isn't that the studio with the anime movies? Married to Daniel, the most white meat name I've ever heard. That's crazy. My new favorite misspelling of my name. For context, my name is Derek. It gets misspelled from time to time, but man, this is a new level for me. I hope there's a Y in it. Derek. Hell, we're added apostrophes where they were never there. What's your name? Derek? Derek. Nice. My brother's neighbor got a birthday sign in their yard and I'm dead. Wow, that's crazy. Their name is Morgan, but you wanted to put the middle of that in all black, so that's all they see. Happy birthday, orgy. All right, wow. Is that their birthday wish? This is how you deal with tragedy-loving friends. Did you find a name yet? Yeah, but you might hate it. Oh, what is it? My love Rose? Huh, Rose is cute. What about my love? No. Okay, damn. I knew to ask you first. Back to the chopping block, you're saving people's lives. This is community service. My college friend and the very intestinal-sounding new name she chose for her daughter. Wow, our beautiful daughter due on the 4th of September. Fecalin. Wow. Honoring her grandparents Fernando, Cameron, and Lynn, who were important parts of my husband's and my lives. Sounds like you named your kid Shitlin. Fecalin? Wow. Incredible. Incredible life you're giving to your child. I think this is the maddest I get at these kinds of subreddits, where I'm like, your quest to be fucking quirky is ruining your child's life. Naming a child, being raised gender expansively. Hello there. For names, my husband and I are torn between you just reversed them. Avon Ever. Io Avon or Io. God, you suck. You fucking suck. You suck so bad. We'll fucking name your kid Even Steven at this point. We want something very special, ethereal, magical, earth-informed. Oh, you guys suck. You guys probably drink fucking raw milk, don't you? Ancient and modern and non-binary. What do you think? Any other ideas? I think you guys should give him up for adoption. Forever, Avon Ever. Thoughts on Joe? Pronounced Joe for a girl? Like Bo is pronounced Bo for a middle name. Well, thankfully, a middle name is fine. Actually, I'm okay with this being a middle name. But no, very nice, Bobby. Very nice, Robert Mack. But I'm actually okay with Joe, Jeau, being a middle name. Because you're not calling them by it's not their first name. I'm okay with that. That's an exception.